Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Saturday. Oh God, I'm going blank here. August 4th, 2018. Couple things before I get into the thing of the video, the theme of the video. I want to talk real quick. Somebody had made a suggestion about buying food grade buckets at Walmart, that they were cheaper than getting the buckets at Lowe's and then just getting the lids at Lowe's. And so that's exactly what I did, and I got the buckets, the food grade buckets, 5-gallon buckets at Walmart for like $2.97 a piece. So thank you for that tip. I definitely took advantage of that, and I ended up buying, I think, about 12 buckets. So so I have to go and pick up some more of the lids. I just picked up 5 lids, so I'll have to go grab another 7. Alright, so that being said, I wanted to talk today, I want to do a video on, we're talking about nursing homes and nursing facilities in general, wherever. The nursing field is a very, very thankless field, I'll be honest with you. And, you know, oh, easy babies, easy, easy.
No, not this then.
I know, they almost did. They went sideways into it.
Also, if everyone can see right now, let me change this a little bit. Look at that color difference in the legs in comparison to the arms.
Oh, stop it. Now, put it back up a little bit.
Can't handle the embarrassment.
I don't care. Well, the difference, I'm definitely white in the legs. My upper body is definitely much darker. So, it's warm today, so I'm wearing shorts. So we're going to talk about nursing staff, nursing homes, you know, nursing facilities, hospitals, and everything like that. Nurses are very much underappreciated. CNAs are very much underappreciated. They're worked beyond belief. There's a lot of mandation in a lot of places. I know I had worked, and I'm just going to go by my own personal experience with the state of New York, especially when if you are a nursing assistant working for the state of New York, you are a piece of garbage basically in their eyes, and they will work you to death and they could care less. I worked for the county, one of the local counties up here, that same exact thing. And what they never mandated nurses, but the way that they did nurses, but the CNAs used to get mandated all the time. Those poor people would be doing doubles absolutely constantly. The nurses, what they would do with the county that I worked for, I worked in a county facility, and I won't say which one, but it doesn't matter. But where I was working, what they did at that time is if somebody called off on a shift, and I worked nights at that place when I was there. If somebody called off on nights, what they would do is they would have everybody, the other nurses on all the other floors, rotate to that one particular floor for an hour at a time, and then during the med pass time period, they would have 2 nurses come. So they're pulling nurses off of whatever floor you're on, and you know, and sending you to this other floor where you don't know the residents and like that, and to do either the med pass or, you know, fill in for an hour on the nights if there was any kind of medication that had to be done, or if there, you know, anybody wanted a PRN and stuff like that. So it was much more added pressure on you. You didn't get paid anymore for doing that, but that was the way that they did it if they were short-staffed, instead of trying to you know, have other people that they could call to have come in, or have agency come in and stuff like that, because they didn't want to pay agency, because the rate that they were paying these agencies was way more, and you know, it would have been cheaper actually to add more staff, but heaven forbid that they would do that. You know, the people that suffer in those situations, unfortunately, are the residents, and that's what always bothered me with working in nursing homes and stuff like that, is that the residents always suffered. Because I'm going to tell you, as I sit here, and I'm going to tell you, and I don't care if you are in management, in nursing facilities, management does not care. They do not care. I don't care what you say, I don't care what song and dance you want to give us, that, oh, I tried and we tried to do, but management doesn't care. Management is all about money. They're not about people, okay? That's what management is about. Nurses, nursing assistants are there because they want to help people. The burnout rate in nursing is unbelievably high. I mean, ridiculously high, because people are worked to death and they get burned out and they just can't do it no more. They can't. I'm getting bugs around here too, guys. So I'm sorry if I keep waving, but it's incredible the way that the system is as far as that goes. It's been, you know, it's been an interesting journey. I've been in nursing for a grand total of 29 years, so I'm speaking from a little bit of experience. I worked as an aide first. I did that for 5 years, and then I went back to school, and I've been a nurse for 24 years. So I know what I'm talking about. I've done everything from hospice to pediatrics, as babies as young as 5 months. I did, you know, an OB rotation with newborns, but in taking care of people, the youngest I ever took care of out in the homes and stuff like that was 5 months. Also, you know, I have done dialysis. I've worked in hospitals, I've worked in nursing homes, private care, you name it, I've pretty much done it. That's the beauty of nursing, is if you get tired of doing one thing, you can go and do something else. Anybody that says that nursing is easy and it's, you know, they have no idea what they're talking about because they don't deal with it. We as nurses especially, and CNAs, we deal with death. If you work in a nursing home, that's what you deal with. That's our job. Our job is death. So you know, you become jaded, I guess, in a little bit of a way. It's you become desensitized, I guess is the right word, to death, because you deal with it so much, and you kind of have to. You have to, you know, you have people that you care about, and you know, there's residents that you absolutely, oh my God, these freaking bugs. There's residents that you're going to absolutely love, and when they die, it affects you. And they try to say to, you know, don't let it get personal, but you can't help it. If you're a human being, you can't help but let it get personal. But after a while, death is no big deal. You see it so much, it sounds terrible, but you see it so much, it's just like, oh, there goes another one, you know. And, you know, you have your favorites, obviously, and so you don't want to see them go. But I'm going to give you a great example of a place that I worked at. There was a gentleman who was in his 80s that was on one floor, and it was a rehab floor. And he was supposedly grandfathered into this floor so that he did not have to leave this floor. He'd been on the same floor forever and a day. Well, they decided to switch him over to a different floor. He did not do well, he wasn't eating and stuff like that, so they had brought him back. And so then he was back and he was thriving again and doing well. Very, very, just a very quiet gentleman, never caused any kind of problems, nothing. I mean, just a sweetheart. And so then they decided eventually they're moving him again. And the second time they moved him, same situation happened. He stopped eating and stuff like that. And, you know, they just were like, nope, we're not bringing him back this time. And it was like, it was no reason not to. There was plenty of room. They could have, and it just wouldn't. That's where management does not care. They don't care about people. They don't think about people. They're not human beings. They're just a number. They're a way to make money. And I'm sorry, but you know what? If you guys are, anybody out there that's in management that's going to disagree with me, I don't care. I really don't care, because I've seen it firsthand over and over and over again in facility after facility after facility. I did a lot of agency work through the years. Somebody's driving their four-wheeler. That's what you're hearing. Now it sounds like more than one. But, you know, I did a lot of agency back in the day, so I was in a lot of different facilities. And it's the same complaints over and over and over again by staff. There's never enough staff. You know, they can't give the patients the kind of care that they deserve, that they should be getting for the amount of money that they're being charged in these facilities. It's absolutely horrific, guys. If there's any way, and this is, I will say this to anybody, if there's any way that you can keep your loved one out of a facility, unless they're end of life and you can't take care of them, you know, if they're like, you know, have a month to go and they know that they're going to pass away, that's totally different. Then they have hospice units for people like that. But if there's any way that you can keep your loved one at home or out of a facility. Where were those pups, Ed? Where were the pups? They weren't out in the road, were they?
No.
Okay, good.
As I was walking back up, they were running out to me.
Oh, that's all. Okay, they were coming out to greet you.
You hear that crying over there?
What was all that about?
I don't know.
Some dude on an ATV.
Well, who was hollering over there?
I don't know.
Okay, so But anyway, I definitely want to get your guys' feedback on this. It's nursing is a very thankless job. There is some rewards with it when you have patients that appreciate what you do and thank you. I was with one family. I worked with them for 18 years. I started out with them the first 9 years that I was with them. I did 2 10-hour shifts a week. The last 9 years that I was with them, I was there 50 plus hours a week. So I watched their kids grow up. I watched their kids get married, have children of their own. That was absolutely awesome. And it was very, very tough when he passed away. And I'll never forget when he passed away. I had been there for so long, and I was just like, okay, now what am I going to do? It was a really, really surreal feeling. But, I tell everybody all the time, all my favorite people are dead. I have met some absolutely wonderful people through the years that I've taken care of and been blessed to be able to take care of them. My one buddy, I do have to say, my one buddy Richie's still alive. But I started taking care of him when he was 10, and he's in his late 20s now. I think, what's it, Richie, 29 now?
I don't know. Not friends with him. We don't talk on weekends.
You don't? You don't hang out?
We don't go out for brunch.
You don't go out for brunch?
No.
See what I got to deal with over here, Miss Smart Alec? You're getting a beating after I get off video. You know that.
Oh yeah.
Now you seem scared. I'm kidding when I say that, guys. I've actually never put my hands on Heather one time. I never had to. But
I'm an angel.
well,
He brings out the bad in me.
let's not go that far. Let's not over exaggerate. Because here's the thing: is because the crap is getting so deep in here, I'm gonna have to go get my my hip waders to walk around because it's getting deep. Okay.
Your whip? Are you just keep on
My
talking
whip.
about beating me over there? People are like, oh my god.
See, now she's totally distracted me from finishing this video.
Oh yeah, it's all on me.
It is your fault. I blame you 100%.
Okay, continue.
Oh, continue now? Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate
you
it.
have my
Would you like to
permission.
pull your chair up next to me so that you can... Anyway, guys, so this is what we do. So I apologize. Get out of there, pups. Come on. Hey! It's probably still hot coals over in there. So anyhow, I want your feedback. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I know there's a lot of nurses, a lot of nursing assistants that watch my videos. I want to hear what you guys have to say because I know that, like I said, I did a video on this topic, a little bit, sort of this topic before. Nursing homes are the worst, guys. Absolutely the worst. If you can keep your loved one out of a nursing home, do it. Please do it, okay? There are people there that really, truly care, and there are people there that really could care less. It's just that's how bad it is. People are so burnt out, it's unbelievable, and they're always short-staffed. They never have enough staff. They can't get people to come in because they don't want to pay nobody anything. That's probably the bottom line. And they charge these residents ridiculous amounts of money a day. So the fact that they could pay people more to work there, it is, they could. But they can't ever keep anybody, and they burn people out. They just ride them right out the door. So anyway, I want your feedback on it. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Today has been a really nice day here. The last I checked, we had already pulled in 6.8 kilowatt hours today, and it's only about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're definitely going to get some more sunshine in. So our record so far for the year is 7.2. We've hit that twice. We hit it once last year, so hopefully we can top that today. That would be pretty cool. So we'll see what happens. But anyhow, remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself, realistically. Nobody else can do it, okay? So hang in there. Stay positive. I will see you all tomorrow. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.